Hi everyone, welcome to Learning by Doing with Praveen Kandan. This is Praveen. In this Java object-oriented programming playlist, we will learn OOPS concepts from the scratch. This is Java OOPS programming session number 14, local variables. In our previous session, we have discussed about instance variables. If you're confident about learning, then like the video, subscribe the channel for more update. Please click the bell icon and select all notification option. Don't choose personalized option. You may miss session updates. Let's get started. So local variable word itself having the meaning. In our previous sessions, we have discussed what's the difference between a local, static, and instance. So local variable means how to identify means within the method or a constructor or a block. Okay, it will be declared inside a method or constructor or block. Okay, used only inside a method or block or constructor only. Okay, so here what's the method name? Display. Then automatically this variable is called as a local variable. Keep it in mind. Local variables don't have any access modifier, private, public, protected, or default. Nothing is supported. Only it will declare because only the scope is within that block only. Okay, real time analogy. If you're taking the money in your packet today, so exists only for that moment. We can't give the guarantee. Next day itself, it may gone. Okay, that is a temporary one. I'm right. So likewise, here also this is a temporary one. Okay. So where it will be stored means in stack memory, the local area will be stored. So when it will be created memory bucket when the method is called. Okay, we already discussed these points already in our previous difference between three types of variables. So it will be destroyed when method ends. Must be initialized before use. This is the important point. I'll show the example, then you can easily understand. Simple thing. So initially I delete this. See here. If I'm not giving anything value here, it will throw an error. See here. Local, it's a local variable. The local variable price may not have been initialized. Are you getting this? Here clearly mentioned must be initialized before use. So can't use access modifier public or private whatever it is. So if I'm initializing before that I'm giving the access modifier public or whatever it is, it will not be supported. See here, illegal modifier for parameter price only final is permitted. If I'm using the final, so that is permitted. Final keyword alone supported. Other than that, nothing is supported. Important key point. Okay. Next, we'll discuss the problems with that local variable. So see here, this is the local variable belongs to the main function. Belongs to the main function. If I like to access outside this show price, it is throwing an error. See here, because the scope is only that block. Okay. If I'm giving at top, see, even though if you like to call it, okay, creating the object mobile phone, Redmi equal to new mobile phone. Still error persists. Price can't be resolved to a error because it is not belong to. I'm using Redmi dot show price method. Still error persists. This is the problem with that. Inside the main function exists only inside the method. The scope is only within this method it is allowed. If you're accessing here, then it's an error. In case if you are using like this into price, this is another method. It is there is no relationship between this main function and this show price. Price I'm giving. I told you you should initialize it before using. If I'm using here like 2000, see the output first 1500 15,000 will be printed, after that 2000 will be printed because there is no relationship between this show price and then main function. We keep it in mind. The output is first one 15,000 and 2,000 will be printed. See here 15,000 and 2,000. No error in there. Okay, should be clear with this. Otherwise, it will throw an error. If you're not declaring this, I'm sure we'll get an error. So second method is instance variable. In commenting this, correct solution to best to practice also as per the standards. So keep it as an instance variable and then you can access it here. Previously we faced an error. It is not relevant to them because it's a local variable. Instance variable object level. So if I'm accessing phone dot price, I can able to access even though method is here, I can able to access it here. See, here also the value will be 15,000 printed. Here also, if you're calling this function, it will be printed. Phone dot it is that show price. So 15,000, 15,000 will be printed. Any one you can use directly. You can use or use the call method. Solution 2, you can pass through the method. You can pass the value through method. See here, main function 15,000 is the creating the constructor and then object is created. Price I'm using directly you can access local, so no issues. After that I'm passing this as a local value. So price 15,000, show price 15. So this also solution pass as a parameter. This is a local variable, so that local variable will pass. So now the output is 15,000. So two solutions, instance variable, or if you like to use the local variable, pass as a parameter. Pass as a parameter. This is a local variable, but it have ability to pass it. It is a pass as a parameter. So three variables we have successfully discussed: local, and then static, instance. All three are important round one entry questions in project. Also, it will plays a vital role. So kindly give high priority to this. While creating the object itself, it will be created in heap memory only. Okay. Passed as a parameter also used. A small comparison table now. So declared inside the class means instant variable. Local variable declared only within the method. Static variable means declared inside the class. Okay, static variable declared inside the class. Both are instance and static. Inside the method means only local variable. So instance variable belong to object, local variable belongs to method, static variable belong to class. Static variable belong to class. Okay. So it will be instance variable stored in the heap memory, local variable stored in the stack, static variable stored in the method area. So its object is lifetime, instance variable, its method execution, local variable, static variable, program lifetime. This is all the important thing. Default values applicable for instance and static variables. Those are important interview questions. Shared among all objects means static alone. Shared separate copy per object means instance and local variable. Both are supported. So when default value get means object creation means instance, class loading means static. There is no default value for local. So it's a combined example. I hope this session is clear to you. If you like the session, please like this video, subscribe the channel for more update, and share it with your friends. Thank you for watching.